The U.S. food industry rakes in over $1 trillion every year, and the bulk of that money comes from ultra-processed foods that are proven to make you sick. Every craving you fight, every snack you grab is padding their profits while draining your health and your wallet. Hi, I'm Jared. I'm an RN and a health coach. I've lived this as a patient, and I've seen it as a nurse, and I'll tell you right now, your cravings are not your fault. They're engineered. In this video, I'll show you exactly how the food industry designs addiction, the 3 tactics they use to keep you hooked, and the first step you can take today to break free. Welcome to the diabetes revolution. This video is not medical advice. I'm sharing what's worked for me and my clients, but your provider should guide any health-related changes you make. Number 1 is label engineering. First off, food labels are marketing, not facts. A 2025 study tested almost 10,000 people and found that when labels are clear and simple, people make healthier choices faster. But most labels are designed to confuse you. An NSF survey just this year showed that 83% of shoppers read labels, but only 16% of those shoppers trust the health claims on the front. And that's because companies plaster words like natural, whole grain, low fat across the front, but people know that it's just marketing. Flip the package over, read the label, and they'll keep up the show. Because the FDA lets companies shrink and round down anything under 0.5 grams per serving to 0. So a product with 0.499 grams of sugar per serving can legally say 0 sugar. When it takes 4 or 5 servings to get a reasonable portion, suddenly you're not at 0 anymore. That's how so-called sugar-free creamers and protein powders kill progress. And sugar itself hides underneath more than 60 different names. Maltodextrin, dextrose, cane juice, corn syrup solids. They break this up across the list so sugar doesn't look like the number 1 ingredient when it actually is. Companies swap sugar for carbs. Even when a label brags low or 0 sugar, it doesn't mean it won't spike your blood sugar. Companies swap sugar for carbs like maltodextrin, starches, or sugar alcohols. Maltodextrin actually has a higher glycemic index than table sugar. Net carbs math subtracts fiber or sugar alcohols, so the label might say 2 net carbs, when in reality it's 15 to 20 total carbs per serving that your body still has to deal with. Even sugar alcohols like maltitol can raise glucose and cause digestive issues, but they get marketed as harmless. So even when the label looks safe, it doesn't really mean the food is, because labels aren't there to protect you. They're there to promote consumption. So here's the first step to break free. Start with the label, and don't just scan the front. Flip it over. If you see serving sizes that don't match reality, sugar hiding under different names, or if you can't pronounce an ingredient, put it back. By the way, if you want a clear plan to lower blood sugar and cut through all this food industry noise, I put together a free guide called 6 Steps to Reverse Diabetes Naturally. You'll find the link below in the description. Now let's talk about the bliss point. Have you ever wondered why you can't eat just 1 chip, 1 cookie, or 1 French fry? That's not a lack of willpower. It's neuroscience. Food companies spend millions hiring scientists to find the bliss point, the exact mix of sugar and fat and salt that lights up your brain's reward center. Now, research published in Nature Neuroscience shows that this combination activates the same dopamine pathways as addictive drugs. That's why that first bite feels good, and the next one feels even better until you finish the whole bag. This food is making you sick, and no one in the industry seems to care. Another trick they use is additives to mask reality. Have you ever wondered how a packaged snack can sit on a shelf for 6 months and still taste like it's fresh? It's chemistry. Companies load food with additives that trick your tongue into thinking you're eating something real. MSG makes bland food taste savory. Emulsifiers keep oil from separating so products look smooth, and artificial flavors are engineered to mimic the taste of real food without the nutrition, of course. And we've all found a French fry under the car seat that's been there for months, and it looks exactly the same. And we know about the museum with fast food burgers on display that refuse to rot. One 2022 study in the BMJ linked higher consumption of ultra-processed foods, the ones full of these additives, to a greater risk of heart disease, diabetes, and early death. So if real food rots, but this stuff doesn't, you have to ask, Is it even food? Especially when it shares ingredients with things like sheetrock. If you're tired of being manipulated by labels and cravings, grab my free guide, 6 Steps to Reverse Diabetes Naturally. It's linked below. It's the exact roadmap I use to reverse my own diabetes, and it can help you do the same. Now that you know how the food industry engineers cravings, the next step is learning how to break free. That's why I made the video titled, If You Quit These Foods, 90% of diabetes would disappear. Click the link below to watch it. It'll show you exactly what to cut first and how to do it without feeling deprived. I'll see you there.